All right, we're going to keep the evening moving right along. Y'all, put your hands together for your next poet. Up to the mic. Hopefully my voice does not crack anymore tonight. Y'all, Teacher! You take it straight.
Hands on. I just want to say real quick that I think that reproductive rights are human rights. And if the state believes that the reach of its powers can transcend the boundaries of a woman's body, it just might believe that the reach of its powers can transcend the boundaries of the human body. Because women are, after all, if you still haven't noticed, human. And if you don't know, now you know. And on that note, I can't wait to meet you. Best day of my life when I touch you for the first time and bring your gaze down to mine. Come shake my hand. I want to tell you my name. I already know yours, sir. You're preceded by the fame. So I'm writing this letter, most likely in vain. I know you must get so many, maybe hundreds in a day. But I feel like I know you, so don't you want to know me? Dear darling diva, dear celebrity, I'm still awake. I'm thinking too much. I keep seeing your face and it's keeping me up. You know, I used to feel safe. Not that peace was enough, we still had quite a ways, what with things so corrupt. Ancient, dirty old games played by thieves with French cuffs left us tangled in a grapple of distractions and justice. But that was the battle we as pacifists had grown up with, and at least we had a stable table to play our hands on and trust it. It was just a war of words in these distant days, and it may seem fair to say that we were speaking in vain, but we were down to the rooks and the kings when you came and flipped the board over to make us rethink the game. And hey, fair enough. I understood the frustration. And unlike many others, I took a good dose of patience. But with a portion of hindsight, I feel remorse for my silence as that old war of words becomes more and more violent. And more nonconformists are nonconformists to science. I won't point all the blame, but the point still remains. We're at the brink of a war that will leave a void in the place of this polarized partisan paranoia that could have been avoided. I say, remember, Rome wasn't built or destroyed in a day. You taught millions that when a fact feels unfair in the mind, to shield your eyes from the light until the seal is airtight, and find a new truth you build there while you're blind. And now we'll all have to suffer for a billionaire's pride. Let's turn back the clock. Let's pretend it's 2015. There's no such thing as COVID, but everyone's so PC, so easily offended, so LGBT, so social justice, and such language police. Have men gotten soft at the ease of the times? Democrats and feminists and Antifa, oh my. But what can one do if by the freedom of speech some choose to use the tool to be a nuisance? It seems to consume the serpent's tail as they exude their beliefs, to assume that censorship can only move up the stream. You see, I'm nobody's fool. I see your side and school of thought. I'm just a mechanic who pins rhymes at his toolbox. I'm not from Silicon Valley, I don't have a degree, but I'm smart enough to see the elephant that stands on our balcony. How have these crowds of sheep found such peace in their clouded thinking? Ask a teacher how she feels about her sacred free speech. Ask women in Texas if they feel that they're free. Ask any working class Ashley Jane Lee what she thinks. Ask any old body you haven't paid to agree. You can even ask Jesus, what's he say when he sees the rich getting richer and the sick remaining untreated? What's he say of the foreign Samaritan loving his neighbor? He never built any walls, but he destroyed money tables. He would have been on the receiving end of your guns and your tasers. I could stoop to that level of making fun of your looks, your skin, and your hair. I could throw you the book, but I'm not writing in anger. I've put some thought into this. I'm not at all like the others who took their shots but all missed. I'm more like a poet, but at the same time a technician. I'm a working class wordsmith and a well-versed musician, and I'm more than qualified to be presenting this lesson because I'm one of many people your narcissism's affected. I was at Cielo Vista on that August the 3rd. I was wrenching for my bread when sudden gunshots I heard. I never saw his face, but afterwards I read his words. He did it all for his race, and sir, he was a fan of yours. But you don't know the first thing about turning a wrench or getting hit on by strangers just because you're serving them next. The things my people put up with would make you curl a pursed lip. You should see the tread of my work boots. Here's a first-person glimpse into the day in the life of a man with true grit. And you're not one of us if your daddy was rich. You are not one of us with your ties, leather, and gold. You are not one of us, and that's the biggest lie you ever told. Thank you.